I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, what really helped me to get through all of this is when I had my medical situations, man. And it sounds crazy, but when you leave this earth and then you're blessed to come back, you see things different.
Yeah,
you see things a lot different, and you move accordingly because you understand the power of the universe. Like when I went under this last time with that COVID, man, and I didn't even know I was gone. The doctors, they had me on life support for a week.
Oh, wow.
Man.
You know, and I was in another area. I was in another realm. I was talking, breathing, touching, all of this. I was somewhere else, like literally. The first time I had a little life after death, that was for a moment. But this time, I went through 4 to 5 different scenarios where I know now that I thought about everything, God was allowing me to be tested. And if I would have failed one of those tests, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Wow.
That's deep.
You know, so you know, when I woke up, I was still in the ICU for like 6 weeks. You got a lot to think about when you can't have visitors because it's COVID, and you just in a room, just you, and a bunch of needles and shots and nurses coming in every day, all day.
Yeah,
you know, and I had a lot of time to reflect on where I was at, about life, about how you need to treat people, how people treat you. You know, it was like I couldn't walk at the time. I lost my capability of walking, just period.
Wow.
And this was the second time this happened because it happened the first time too. Remember that, Corey? But the second time this happened, and I felt it in my legs because I knew what to feel, you know, because it happened the first time.
Right.
So I'm sitting there knowing that I can't get up and walk. And, you know, when you're up for that long, you lose a lot of muscle. When you're gone for that long. I lost like 30 pounds of muscle. I wasn't able to control my bowels or anything. You know, so the nurses, because I couldn't feel it. I couldn't feel anything.
Man.
Right. Sure.
And so that really humbled me. Because, you know, the nurses got to come behind you. They got to clean you up. They got to do, because you can't do it yourself. And like, you know, when I had a funny moment when I didn't even realize this happened, but my wife told me later on that the nurse went down and put the catheter in. And I told her, I said, you better get your ass down there. My wife gonna whoop your ass. You know? So, and they all was laughing and stuff, you know, but I was telling them, I remember this though, because I did see it. There were giant spiders crawling on the walls. Like, I physically remember this. There were giant spiders, hairy black spiders, crawling on the walls around me. Now, I don't know if it was the medicine or what it was. But all I know is it was some bugs that it wasn't supposed to be there. Right. So I'm steady telling the doctor and my wife, there's spiders on the wall. And they is cracking up at me, right? Then, you know, the little cord that they put that's going into your nose, that clips into your nose and stuff like that. I told them it was a lizard. I said, there's a lizard.
They had
crawling up a nose, man.
They had you on something powerful, Chill.
Okay.
They had you on that good.
Man, boy. But, you know, I'm going to tell you how good God is. I went through all that. Do you realize within 2 weeks I was up and walking with a cane? The doctors, they didn't understand it. They couldn't get it because they was like, it normally takes a person, in my case, like 6 months or so to really get yourself moving.
Yeah.
2 weeks, I was up walking with a cane. They sent me to a rehab facility, and I was only in there for a week and a half. You know, and I mean, man, like,
that's amazing. Like, first of all, praise God that you're here, right? Like, and second, like, thank you for sharing all of this with us.